All right, man.
This is the new Minn kota Talon shallow water anchor. And the first thing you're going to notice and that we're going to talk about is this is an electronic driven system versus our competition, which utilize a hydraulic system. Because of the electronics, we can build in several features that are not available to the consumer by competitive product today. One of those first features that I'm going to talk about is auto up-down. So if you want the unit to go down, it's a simple hit of a button press. And on the down button, the unit will automatically go all the way down by itself. Now when the unit goes down, not only does it go down, but it also has a feature that we call auto drive. And what auto drive does is it lowers the unit down to the deployed position, but it actually waits 3 seconds and goes back and drives the anchor in again a second hit, waits 3 seconds, and it drives the anchor in again for a third hit. Each time it's driving the anchor in, it's increasing in force from 60 to 80 pounds, making sure that the anchor is fully seated. If you want to retract the anchor, it's the simple hit of a button press on the up, and the unit goes all the way back up. No need to stand there and hold down on a button. We also have a panel located on the front of the unit, and if I deploy the anchor a little bit here and stop it, you'll see a bunch of blue LEDs light up. There's one LED for each foot of deployment. So the 6-foot model, 6'4" model has 6 LEDs. The 8'4" model has 8 LEDs. So one light for every foot of deployment of the spike. Also on the panel, you'll notice that there's a manual up-down switch. So in addition to the wireless remote that comes standard with the unit, you have a manual means of raising and lowering the anchor. We also have what's called a rough water mode switch. So if I turn that rough water mode switch on, what'll happen now is when I deploy the anchor, it'll go down, auto drive will drive the anchor 3 hits. The rough water engaged will actually wait 10 seconds, drive the anchor 3 more hits, wait an additional 10 seconds, and then drive the anchor 3 additional hits. So a total of 9 hits. Okay. One of the other features we have is that the anchor also has a built-in suspension. So what happens with a lot of rigid anchor systems is when the anchor is deployed, it's rigid. So the boat has to absorb all of that weight from the wave action. Our unit actually has a built-in suspension in it that allows the anchor, once it's seated, to allow the boat to float with the wave action. One of the other really neat features of our product is the adjustability. There's a couple different options here. If you look at the mast, there's actually a track system here that will allow this whole mast system to be vertically adjusted up or down. There's also 30 degrees of rotation where this anchor mast can be rotated forward or aft to clear obstacles or make sure that it's aligned completely vertical for an ideal mounting application. For unique applications, this bracket can also be rotated upside down, such as for like a reverse transom angle, to give you another whole range of adjustment. We also have another cool feature built in that can be hooked up optionally by the consumer, and that's an Audible Alarm that hooks to your ignition wire. So anytime the user starts the outboard engine, the simple turn of the key, if the anchor's in any type of deployed position, regardless if it's an inch or if it's full deployment, an alarm will actually go off reminding the consumer, hey, your anchor's down, you need to raise it. So, the unit's going to retail for $12.99 for the 6'4" model, and it'll retail for $14.49 for the 8'4" model. Again, that will include 2 wireless remotes, and our standard bracket. We'll also offer a whole array of different adapter plates and bracket assemblies. We also offer a 4-button wireless remote. So for the consumer that's using dual anchor systems, they can now control both anchors from one remote, both simultaneously or independently. We also offer quick disconnect ratcheting handles for easy removal. We also have a quick disconnect plug that's IP68 waterproof rated for somebody that wants to quick disconnect on or off. And that's basically it. The product's going to be available this September, October timeframe.
Now, as far as installation, the unit is electric.
Right.
So there's no hydraulic stuff to install.
Right, exactly.
So you bolt it on and you run the cables to the electricity. That's it, right?
You run it to your crank battery, and it's a simple, you know, plus and minus connection, and you're all set. I mean, the biggest part of the installation is going to be bolting to the adapter plate, whether you mount directly to the transom or you mount to a jack plate type installation. But right now, we're estimating that to be about a third of the time of installation that would commonly be seen by hydraulic type systems.
As far as the weight, what is the weight?
This unit complete weighs about 33 and a half pounds. So it's about a pound and a half, 2 pounds less than competitive like product.
Now, as far as like, how about it? Is that weight different from the 6 foot and 8 foot model?
I don't remember the weight off the top of my head, but the 8 foot, that weight is actually on the 8 foot model, so the 6 foot is going to be a little bit less.
Okay, great. Thanks.
You bet. Thank you.